Today, I'm going to talk about purposeful language and how we can use it to strengthen our conversations and even our relationships by using keywords and phrases. Mark Twain once famously said, "The difference between the right word and almost the right word is the difference between lightning and lightning bug." That difference in words represents the direct opposites of nature. One sweet, innocent, and beautiful. The other one of the most powerful natural destructors. You change the entire conversation and reception from the person you are talking to with just one simple word like that. In 1996, Yale professor John Bargh conducted a fascinating study on the power of words. He organized university students into 3 groups to unscramble 30 separate 5-word sentences. One group unscrambled the sentences associated with aggression, containing words such as bluntly and disturbed. Another group unscrambled polite sentences with words like courteous. The third group, the control group, had words like exercise and prepare. After the assignment was completed, the students were told to approach the researcher to let them know that they were finished. However, when they found the researcher, he was already engaged in a conversation with an actor. The researcher ignored the student until he was interrupted or when 10 minutes had passed. The results? The polite word group waited on average 9.3 minutes to interrupt. The neutral group waited about 8.7 minutes. The rude word group waited 5.4 minutes. More than 80% of the polite word group waited the full 10 minutes, whereas only 35% of the rude word group chose not to interrupt. Afterwards, the subjects were interviewed to see if they knew why they did or didn't intrude, and they couldn't identify why. The reason is simple. The words they were dealing with changed their overall persona. Purposeful language can literally change the way we interact. So when should we use purposeful language? The answer may not be as simple as always, but we should use this language whenever we want to show our compassion, empathy, or sincerity. At work, this could be a sales pitch, an interaction with a customer, or even a small conversation with a coworker to strengthen a work relationship. Let's say maybe a customer asks if you can handle a specific issue for them. The difference between, "Yes, I can," as a response compared to, "I would be happy to help," is truly powerful. The first says that you have the ability, but not necessarily thrilled about doing it. You run the risk of thinking you aren't happy with them and your job. Now listen to, "I would be happy to help." By responding with this, you're showing excitement and positive, purposeful language in your response to the customer, thus instilling confidence and building rapport. Think about a relationship that you've been in. Have you ever paid a compliment to your significant other that didn't exactly make them blush? "You look good tonight" would have been my earlier go-tos, and it never raised an eyebrow. Dale Carnegie, the famous interpersonal skills writer and lecturer, said, "People's names are the sweetest, most important sound in any language." If we take that guidance into consideration while adding in other powerful words, we can make this purposeful language by saying, "Meredith, you look absolutely stunning tonight." Now, if that doesn't get you a better response with a smile, the issue may lie beyond your relationship communication. Purposeful language can even be so powerful that it changes the results of when we have to deliver bad news or say, "No, we can't." How many times in customer service do we have to say no due to a policy or rule? Most basic customer service responses to telling a customer no would be along the lines of, "Unfortunately, I can't do that for you." The negativity that sentence conveys to the customer will leave them with quite a lacking impression. Now let's spin the response with some purposeful language. "I'd love to do that for you, but here's what I can do, however." With just 2 words, love and can, we've now shown this customer a positive resolution, even though we didn't do exactly what they wanted. The feeling they will have will surely be anything but lacking, as you've committed a positive resolution regardless of their request. So what are some other words that can get your customers raving about your service? Or even just get people more engaged and into the conversation? Absolutely, excellent, brilliant, fantastic, and exciting are all just a handful of purposeful words that can move your conversations in a better direction no matter what the subject. What about using purposeful language in a sales pitch when you're trying to convince someone of something? During sales, we don't need to butter them up with compliments or sweet talk. We need to speak frankly and clearly about what and how we can do things and how doing so will serve us well. Why set things up as being hard or difficult from the start? What if, instead, we use positive language to describe what sales does, its purpose and function in business, and day-to-day life? What it can offer up to us in terms of career opportunities and value to our clients, our businesses, and the community. Its importance in uncovering opportunities. Its function as an enabler for realizing opportunity and enhancing prosperity. Keep that in mind when you're describing your service or product. The same words we use in customer service, like exciting, brilliant, fantastic, can surely change a sales meeting instead of just showing numbers and graphs. Now, the numbers help, but it's the power of purposeful language that will surely close more deals. We know that words and phrases can change our emotions, but what about literally, physically affecting your body? In an interesting article, Words Can Change Our Brains by Therese J. Borchardt, she writes that positive words such as peace and love can alter the expression of genes, strengthening areas in our frontal lobes and promoting the brain's cognitive functioning. They propel the motivational centers of the brain into action and build resiliency. Conversely, she says, hostile language can disrupt specific genes that play a key part in the production of neurochemicals that protect us from stress. Humans are hardwired to worry, part of our primal brains protecting us from threats of our survival, so our thoughts naturally go here first. However, a single negative word can increase the activity in our amygdala, which is the fear center of the brain. This releases dozens of stress-producing hormones and neurotransmitters, which in turn interrupts our brain's functioning. This is especially with regards to logic, reason, and language. In another study, we find similar results in regards to the physical impact words can have on our bodies and that humans have a dramatic response to being told no. Rejection and physical pain are the same feeling to your brain. Research by the University of Michigan suggests that the brain processes rejection the same as physical injury. Both events trigger a similar cascading series of receptors, followed by opioid, a painkiller, being released. Humans have a dramatic response to being told no. Rejection and physical pain are the same feeling to your brain. Not only that, but experiencing rejection leads to an immediate 30% drop in reasoning skills and increases in aggression. By saying no, you're making frustrated customers more difficult to deal with. In conclusion, all of this research, all of these studies, and what all of these successful companies are telling us is that purposeful language can not only change outcomes of work, tasks, and relationships, but we can also change the mind, body, and souls of ourselves and the people we talk to in everyday life. And if we do it consistently, this language just might change the world. Thank you.